Connections Night at the Zoo. I am Anna Morgan, one of the hosts with Career BFF. I want to thank my amazing partners, Humanly. Yes, there you go. And Culture HQ. Thank you. What makes this night so special is our industry's gone through a lot, and being able to have collaboration over competition with amazing companies and amazing humans is just what it's all about. And I'm so glad to celebrate with you all tonight. So thank you for being here. And just to let you know how the rest of the night's going to go, at 8 o'clock, the dessert station will be open at the carousel. So be a kid again and go pick your favorite zoo animal and ride the carousel. Have a espresso martini so you can make it out to Broadway tonight, and then cool off with the zip line run. Okay? And then the buses will be leaving at 9 o'clock, right where you came in. So welcome. If you have any questions, please come soon. Oh, at 7:30, I'm going to be doing rapid fire podcast questions. So come up, answer the questions, and can't wait to hear you. Hey everybody, I'm Anna Morgan, your Career BFF, and we are getting wild tonight at the Nashville Zoo for Wild Connections, hosted by Career BFF, Humanly, Happy Dance, and Culture HQ. And I'm so excited to have my first guest, Laura Washington. Did I say that right? Yes.
You sure did.
With Humanly, and we're going to do 3 questions and just have a little chat. So, did you have a good day?
Oh, I did. It was so good. It was so good. Yes. It was very hot. But it was like a reunion. Like that's what I love about these things. Because it's like people you don't see all the time.
Yes.
And like what I loved today was Matt Charney started the day in his keynote and he said, talk to everybody. Don't look at their title. Don't look at the vendor's company's name.
Yes.
Like have conversations about like
real stuff.
Yeah. And
that's
like, and then like, if there's a technology or like a label or something, then great. But yeah, I love that. So I thought that was a really good.
Well, I can't wait to talk to him. I heard there's some big news. So, you know, I'm all about being a career BFF. So, in your mind, like, how do you envision a career BFF? What do you look for in a career BFF?
I mean, I'm going to give you my interpretation of it.
Okay.
And like, when you think of the word career, just think of the word BFF, right? It could be a lot of different things, but it's a confidant, right? Mm-hmm. It's someone who like pushes underneath the envelope, right? So I'm settling on that BFF. What does a BFF do? Well, they push you to be a better person,
right?
They push you to challenge yourself,
they
to get
call
curious
you on your bullshit.
They call you on your bullshit, but you don't respond defensively,
right? And it's also like cut from a place of compassion and in like just abundant energy that you want to collectively elevate each other. And, you know, I always say like a career BFF isn't necessarily a higher title or a higher position. You know, I learned from some of the early career folks, you know, and that's more of like a mindset kind of around being a career BFF where how can I be of maximum service to others, you know? So
I love that. It's all about the language too.
Yeah.
Like, and it's about how, not just the language, but how you interpret it and I interpret it too. So,
yeah. All right. Second question. Workplace red flags. It can be 1, it can be 40.
I say egos.
Egos.
That's my thing.
Okay. And then lastly,
egos lead to dishonesty and distrust.
It's a ripple effect.
It's a dumb.
And then lastly, if you had to describe your like work style and it had to be a zoo animal, what would your like vibe or your work style zoo animal be?
I'd be a monkey.
Let's go! And now for our next guest. We're still getting wild here at the Nashville Zoo. I'm Anna Morgan, your Career BFF for the Your Career BFF podcast. And I'm with my Atlanta friend, Larry Anderson. Say hello. Larry, tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah, hello, podcast world. I'm Larry. I am in the Atlanta space, like Anna said. I actually run the Atlanta recruiter community. We meet up on the second Thursday every month. So if you're in Atlanta, come hit us up.
Come join us. It's a great event.
But yeah, I've been in TA for 10 years. So, been internal, agency, all the above. Yeah.
Amazing. So with that kind of background, corporations are going through a lot. Everyone's going through a lot right now. Based on what you're seeing in your fractional work and in your job search and just in your networking, what are the biggest corporate red flags that you're seeing from a hiring perspective?
Yeah, well, right now, I wouldn't say it's a red flag. It's more of a trend that I'm seeing right now is employers know that they can be picky right now, or that's what they feel at this moment. Yeah. So it's interesting just because of the way the market's trending right now. There's a lot more applicants out there, and they just think, oh, well, if we get 500 applicants in 24 hours,
we're good.
We're going
to have candidates for years.
But then they actually look at the applicants and they're like, who are these people?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm pretty sure the job description said engineer, not cashier.
Yes.
So. Anyway, you've known me for a while now. You know that I'm all about being a career BFF. What does a career BFF mean to you?
Well, I mean, it's about paying it forward. It's about helping people out, making sure that they're doing what they can in their best interest, right? Sometimes it's hearing the tough news of ooh, I don't think you should do that.
Or I'm going to say this with as much compassion and heart and grace as I can. But it's going to sting a little bit, but I'm telling you because I want to support you and help you be your best self. So.
Exactly. It's what it's all about.
All right. So I know you're a career BFF because you do things like the Atlanta Recruiter Meetup. Last question. We all have a work style and work ethic and, way that we go about accomplishing the insane amount of tasks that we need to do.
Right.
If your work ethic or your work style had to be a zoo animal, what do you think it would be?
Which zoo animal embodies the don't take yourself seriously, but take your work seriously the most? Which one would that be? I'm going to answer your question with a question. Let's brainstorm this. Would it be...
I mean, I first thought about a cat.
But no, I think cats take themselves very seriously.
They do. And they're kind of they're the ones that are going to push your cup off the counter.
I mean, they have a fuck you mentality. Exactly. That's not what I'm about.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I'm more of a fuck me mentality, but I'm going to do the job right.
I got to get it done, right? I mean... Monkeys don't take themselves very seriously.
Right, I was thinking like a chimpanzee or an orangutan.
Well, and what I always go to visual too, and I was a little, the beard too.
Pandas.
There we go. Where can we find you? What are you excited about? What do we have to look forward the rest of the year?
Yeah, well, I can't wait to see Evolve in January.
Let's
super
go.
fun. It'll be the second one I'm going to go to. So.
He was so nice to spontaneously come up and do the giveaway for me last year. So
I have a very unique way of doing raffles. So
yes,
you'll have to go attend to see.
Yes, and his outfit is epic. So
yeah, I wore a Cookie Monster shirt last year.
Where do you want people to find you? LinkedIn?
Yeah, LinkedIn is the easiest. I'm an open book. I give my Calendly link out to anyone that asks for it. So
that's a career BFF.
Sometimes it's a 15-minute, sometimes it's a 30, depending on how serious your message was.
Cool.
So yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks for getting wild with us tonight.
Yeah, thanks for giving me the opportunity.
Awesome. Thank you. On to the next. Hey everybody, Anna Morgan back from Wild Connections here at the Nashville Zoo. I'm with my buddy Clark Wilcox. Clark, why don't you introduce us and tell us a little bit about you?
Absolutely. Well, I'm Clark Wilcox. I'm the founder of Digital Recruiter. It's a digital marketing and coaching agency for recruitment, recruiters, corporate, a lot on the agency recruiting side. And we help people kind of get more clients and candidates.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Well, I'm so glad you're here tonight. This is your first RecFest, yes?
First RecFest, yeah.
What do you think about today?
It's been, I showed up a little bit late. I showed up around 12, right when the heat struck. And honestly, I had a great time. I love that it's outdoors. It's like walkable. It's easy.
Yes.
People are nice. You do some interviews. You get some food, some drinks. It's a good time. You were the first person I ran into. Thank God, because then I could actually navigate the event. Because I was just wandering, just like, but then you chased me down. So thank you.
You're welcome.
You got me started on the right path. So I appreciate it.
Made just some introductions, and then you were off to the races. Awesome.
Yeah.
So, I am known as the Career BFF, but my ultimate goal is to create a movement of Career BFFs.
Yeah.
So, what you know about my brand, about me, how do you envision or describe a Career BFF in your life, and what do you look for in a Career BFF?
Yeah, I think I would describe it as, well, what you are. You're high energy, you're authentic. In a world of nonsense and BS, if I can say that on here.
Yes, you can.
And all that. And just we're all getting spammed and everyone wants to take stuff from us all the time, our money or whatever.
Our time.
And it's just like, but everyone's trying to, a lot of people trying to navigate it in an authentic, organic way and just trying to figure out how am I going to get a job and survive and build a family, feed my family and whatever else. And I think that's what I feel and hear with Career BFF is like, how do I navigate the world in this job market? And who can I trust to just give me like good, real advice? And it's like going to root for me. And I feel like that's what you do.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, my goal is that everyone is a Career BFF and, pulls each other up and holds each other up when we need it. So thank you for that. With your clients, you talk about pain points, so you can help them create content to attract their ideal client. What are some, hiring red flags, corporate, culture red flags that you're hearing in, today's market?
Yeah, like you think red flags like with like companies or more on the candidate side?
Companies, mostly.
Companies, yeah. So I think even just how they treat the interview process.
Right.
I mean, like, I know it's when you're interviewing, it's stressful. You're like, oh, how am I going to put on, a show and give the right answers and all that. And I think just really being prepared, owning what you do well, and being prepared and just being authentic about it.
As the hiring manager.
What's that?
Or the candidate.
As the candidate, excuse me. Because then that's going to allow you to evaluate the company honestly. I think that's when I was a job seeker.
You're so right.
It was the hardest thing to like have the blinders off and be real of like who is actually legit. And is this company the right fit? And I look back at the interviews I didn't get. I'm happy it wasn't the right fit. Right. But in the moment I was like, I just need a paycheck. Right. So it's hard to find that balance of is this the right fit for me versus I just need to eat. Right now. So if you can look for a job while you're ahead and you have some savings, that's the best. But if you're not, like having that discipline and the boundaries to really evaluate with clear 2020 vision
is so important.
Because they will show you the red flags. You have to know if you if you're okay with it or not. Or if it's a non-negotiable for you.
And I always say it's like, if you don't have that radical honesty with self about your priorities, because whether you're job searching, it affects every aspect of your life. And if you're a hiring manager and you're not honest with yourself about what you'll be available for, what your leadership style is, your training plans, things like that, you're not building a strong foundation for success. So absolutely. I love that. I love that.
I will just say radical honesty is effective when there's radical self-awareness. And if there isn't, you might get yourself into trouble. And so just like be introspective, work on that, get feedback from your close network and really be open to it. Because then if you kind of figure that out, have that self-awareness with honesty is a win-win.
Absolutely. All right, last question. All right, we're at the zoo.
Yes.
And I always like to, think about if I was a zoo animal, what would my work, vibe or style be? So what is your zoo animal work ethic style? I can't quite get that right, but you know what I'm saying.
I don't even know how to
all the animals
process that answer or that question.
Like that dumb question when you used to get in interviews is like, what kind of fruit do you want to be and why? But the zoo's cooler, so here we go.
I've always, I think the hippopotamus is always one of my favorite animals.
Do you like the hippopotamus?
I do like that. I don't know what that is.
All I want for Christmas is a hippopotamus.
I think you just made that up.
I'm going to send you the song. Yeah.
No, I love hippos. For some reason, zebra came to mind.
Okay.
So I don't know why, but
we'll have to dig into that.
We'll have to dig in.
Like the spiritual meaning of it.
Yeah. Maybe because I'm like multi-ethnic and all that. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Hippo was always like my favorite, like kind of like zoo type of safari animal growing up.
Yeah, I like dialed in on my favorite. I like the Komodo dragon that's here.
Exactly. But I feel like I heard you making monkey noises. So I feel like the monkey. Yeah.
Monkey noises. All right. Well, what are you excited about? What are you working on? Where can we find you?
I'm excited about just life and being here and seeing you in person and meeting a bunch of cool people and just kind of learning what's out there and just getting out of my home office and just seeing what are other people doing, you know?
Exactly.
You can catch me on LinkedIn, Clark Wilcox, or 2 L's on LinkedIn. Connect with me, follow, whatever is easy. Digitalrecruiter.io is our website. We got like free email courses, how to get more out of your LinkedIn.
Love it.
Whether you're a job seeker, recruiter, sourcing, business development, whatever it is.
You're a full stop shop. Look at you.
It's a crazy platform.
Yeah.
It's super fun when you leverage it well. And it's gotten me here to meet people like you. So.
Well, I mean, LinkedIn has changed my life. And it's like, I'm a fan all day long.
Yeah.
So, well, I hope you'll come to Evolve in 26 in Atlanta. And get you out of the house one more time.
I love it. Yeah.
Thank you for spending time with me today.
Thank
love
you.
you.
Appreciate it.
All right. On to our next guest. All right. Welcome, Anna Morgan, again, getting wild here at the Nashville Zoo, day one of RecFest, and I'm here with my friend Kirsten.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about you?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm really excited to be here. It's actually our first RecFest, so super excited. So I own and run Evolve Workforce Partners. We are women-owned and operated.
High five to that.
Absolutely.
And did you hear the name of her company? Say it one more time.
Evolve Workforce Partners.
So we're pretty sure she's going to be involved in the conference in January. But that's not why we're here. Yeah. So what did you love most about today?
I loved being outdoors.
Right?
I literally have a camper. We take the family camping, and I'm like, we're outdoors. I don't have to be like clunky inside.
Yes,
love
it. It's super fun. I love it. All right, a career BFF.
Yeah.
You may not know what that is or what I think it is, but how do you describe a career BFF and what do you look for if you needed a career BFF?
Absolutely. So I actually brought my best friends before I started my career to my job. So I get to work with my best friends every single day. I get to encourage them. They get to bring me up and they know my personality. So it's like the best thing is
they know more coffee before you talk to her.
Exactly. Or if I need a Snickers. Yeah.
I'm a Snickers girl too.
So
you like them frozen?
Yes.
Yeah, now we're in Halloween season. Okay, anyway, I digress. There's a lot of things happening in the world of work. Almost so much that it just makes your head dizzy.
Yeah.
When you're thinking about, either working with a company, what recruiters are dealing with hiring managers, what are some red flags that you're hearing in the hiring process?
No, absolutely. I think the software and knowing what you're looking for. I think the biggest gap
or just thinking it's going to solve everything.
Right? Yes, AI is going to fix everything. There's still people that it's not going to know the attributes that you're looking for in that perspective, the human nature. So I think for me, the biggest thing is knowing what you need and how to get it.
Perfect.
And then because there are so many fish and so many different companies in the ecosystem, you have to be specific and you have to know what you're looking for.
Yes, and that goes back to radical honesty with yourself and your business and where you're looking to go and all the things. Fun question. You obviously like animals because you're here at the zoo. If you had to describe your work style as a zoo animal, anything come to mind?
Leopard.
Ooh. Any thoughts as to why?
It's the sitting back. Right. I mean, leopard print is really attractive.
It is fun.
It's really fun. I think it's the silent approach. So watching people, watching the room, seeing who's around you, see who's gravitating to who, and then figuring out who to go after.
Absolutely.
And who to meet and who to run into.
Perfect. And then when you have a career BFF,
your ecosystem just gets
100%.
bigger.
Yes,
So-
it is for me. Even just meeting one person at another conference in literally 6 months has changed everything.
I love that.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
really
that.
awesome.
Somebody told me today that the reason they got a second dog was because of Lily at RecFest last year.
I can believe
And
it.
I was like,
She's
the
adorable.
ripple effect that I hope to make in the world. I mean, if it's more dogs getting homes, okay, I'm good with
My
that.
husband's already asked me 5 times.
All right. Where can we find you? Are you working on any big projects that you're excited about? How can we celebrate you and support you?
Absolutely. So we can be found at evolve-work.com. Super simple and easy. We are actually looking to launch an app here soon. So
Congrats.
we're excited about that.
Stay tuned.
So that's coming soon. And I think just our biggest thing is just getting out there and getting visible.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Well, you're in the right place. Thank you for saying yes. And can't wait to welcome you and the team to Atlanta later this
can't
year.
wait.
All right. Thank you for
having us.
coming.
Yes.
On to the next. Hey everybody, Anna Morgan, getting wild at Wild Connections Night at the Zoo after day 1 of RecFest. And I am here with my friend Virginia Tirado.
Perfect.
Awesome. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? I'm so glad you're here tonight.
Thank you for having me. And I just love connecting with you and
Even if
love
it's
what
just
you're
once a
doing.
year.
Yeah. And I bumped into you in Transform. And it's like Career BFFs and we're like conference BFFs. We see each other at
Exactly.
conferences. So I love
I love that.
And, thank you for giving us also an opportunity to share a little about who we are, what we're doing, right?
Yeah.
And the last time we met here at RecFest, I was between jobs and I had a really cool corporate job, but it was time for me to sort of branch out with everything that's happening.
Go all in on Virginia,
Yes. And
being a corporate dropout, there ain't no shame in that game.
no, actually, I've built and done some amazing things in my corporate career. And it was about owning my own destiny, but in the middle of the evolution of talent and in this AI era, it's about paying it forward as well. So I've done some cool things and actually get to work with many founders and some really cool heads of TA as well.
Amazing.
And I'm very excited about the future.
Me too.
So,
Me too. I mean, the technology is great, but I never think it's going to replace this community and the value that we add and the human connection piece. So you work with a lot of TA leaders from startups to bigger corporations. What are you seeing like the pain points and red flags that folks are dealing with right now and, figuring out their candidate experience and their time to fill and their quality of hire, all those things?
We still have the same problems we've always had. I just think that,
Speaking the truth.
Yeah, the noise seems to be a bit louder, perhaps because we can share it through so many channels today, right?
Yeah.
And yes, of course, there's the AI hype and the future keeps changing. But the reality is that, at the end, what we do is about connecting good talent with good opportunities and helping people find those opportunities on both sides.
And help companies,
right? The hiring managers
create
and
the environment and the spaces to hire those folks, right?
Yeah, and to actually achieve their corporate goals as well, right? Their business goals. So I don't think that has changed, but the struggles we have is now we have to deal with, it's easier, it's more difficult to engage with candidates because they get bombarded with sequencing from, all these AI generated correspondence.
Yeah.
But then it's also about how do we differentiate the real talent from the fake talent?
Sorry, put your hand up here and make sure that you're a real person, right?
Yeah, and just you see a bit more of that, and as soon as you feel like you figure it out, something else pops up, right?
Yeah.
But it is about being in places like this where we can share our experiences, share how we're innovating, how we're trying to tackle these problems and how we can help those that are doing the technology, putting the technology in place, give them the feedback about what are the problems we need them to help us solve and get on with it, basically.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, it's just such a treat to have such like-minded people together that don't gatekeep, they're open to pull back the curtain. And so many of us that are, a little further along in our experience, there's a sense of pride of passing along what we've learned to newer folks coming into the industry, which is really exciting. So you touched on it a little bit about, helping others and lifting others up, and a career BFF and a conference BFF. When you look for a mentor, essentially, or a career BFF, what are some of the priorities or things that are important to you?
I think that, first of all, you may have more than one. Right? You have a circle of people, or a community, right?
Yeah.
But what you're looking for is sometimes just a sense check.
Yeah.
Or someone that can just tell you, you know what, I believe in you. I know you can do it. And I know this might be a rough patch, or it might be a difficult time. Why don't we think about it differently? How can I help you? Do you need me to help you role play for an interview? How do you prepare, for this? Can I introduce you to anybody in my network?
Exactly.
I'm struggling about maybe a career transition, thinking about, the time where I've always wanted to do something different and never been brave enough, and then inspire others if you've gone through that journey. How do you share? Right? How do you share? And one thing that I have found, though, is that when you ask for help, there's so many people around that are willing. Yeah. And even if it's not to tell you what to do, but just to listen to you, right? And I think that we are lucky because we are in the people business, and we are
surrounded by talk to people, and at least my network and our network is everything. I mean, I'm so blessed to have people show up like this, through partnerships and whatnot. But it's a blessing for sure. So, lost my little train of thought there for a moment. So I would say my zoo animal is a squirrel. So your work style, if your work style was a zoo animal, what kind of zoo animal do you think?
I think that,
or what's your favorite?
I think my work style, I'm a bit of a dog. Yeah, I love dogs.
A bulldog.
Yeah.
I understand that.
But in the sense of dogs are constant. They are unconditional. They,
speaking my language.
They are actually, always ready when you need them to show up, right? And I think that for me, there's something about. And I've actually asked this question for people when I'm actually going to hire them in the past, and they kind of throw them off a bit. Like, if you were an animal, what animal would you be? And
right.
But the more I think about it, and I've had a dog now for 7 years, and the one thing I miss most when I'm traveling between LA and London is my dog.
That's why I bring Lily.
Yeah, exactly right. But I think if we understood animals a bit more, we would all get along so much better.
I did this article one time where I said, my business, Career BFF, is based on Anna Morgan, a dog's best friend, because I was the person rescuing the dogs on the floor with the dogs, always had a dog in her life, right? And then my buddy said, well, now you're, someone's career's best friend. So, and that's how I came up with Career BFF. And now my French Bulldog is my mascot. And, it's just the unconditional love, the constantly happy to see you, and that's where I think about, being a Career BFF is just, how can I celebrate others and lift other people up, and, not be a dog and lick their face when I see them. All right. What are you excited about? What are you working on? How can we celebrate? And where would you like folks to find you?
Find me on LinkedIn. I'm always available for any support you need. I know this has been a couple of rough years for our industry, so always happy to connect people with opportunities.
Yeah.
I am now a co-founder on my own recruitment.
Congratulations.
Firm, and Riku is out there to pay it forward.
Beautiful.
Provide the services we wish we had when we were in-house, and both my co-founder and I have worked in building big teams for
the tons of corporations.
In the most remote places.
Aww.
And I think that, we're excited about working with the next generation of founders. We're also excited working with companies that want to figure out how to service on both sides of the pond their customers.
Smart.
And we're having a lot of fun building it and connecting with everyone. And
it's amazing. Well, I am so glad you're here. I'm going to try to make my way out to RecFest UK next year. Just because
we'll show you a good time.
Thank you. So
for sure.
I hope to see you there. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for getting wild with us, and can't wait to continue on. Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah. right, we are at day 2 of RecFest. What are we doing today? Well, there is a panel, it is beautiful out, and Lily is always making new friends. Stay tuned. Oh my gosh, I'm here on a stage at RecFest.
Let's go!
Woo! Hey, if you've ever been ghosted, chased unicorn job descriptions, or never got feedback, and were expected to fill a role in 32 seconds, you're in the right place. So, I'm Anna Morgan, founder of Career BFF. We do recruiting, consulting, and coaching, as well as fringe events.
So I start with a question, which is, how many of you have worked with a hiring manager, some sort of hiring authority, CEO, whatever, whoever is the person coming to you, that is just giving you a job description and said, go.
Tabitha is on point with the intake form. What I call with that is the blueprint. So that's typically how I present it. And so we go in the intake form style, and we're generating this blueprint that's going to navigate our next call to action, and that's actually taking action.
And now people talk, right? We all know that. People talk to each other. So you treat one candidate not so well, you ghost one candidate. That person could very well be best friends with the unicorn that you want to hire, right? So honestly, treating people well is just your business. Yes, you should treat them well because that's the right thing to do. And I hope that people do that, but sometimes you have to make hiring managers understand the business aspect.
Initially, when I think about Career BFF, I'm thinking about, besties work besties, but also I can think about mentorship and coaching for your career. So,
and to me, Career BFF would be somebody who is transparent and collaborative.
And I think a Career BFF means to me finding a good mentor to help. Usually someone that's maybe a little bit further ahead in your career path.
Career BFF means to me somebody that always has your back, first of all, somebody that inspires you, gives you actionable advice that can get you to the next level.
And a Career BFF to me is an ally, is an advocate, is someone who is there to help you professionally to understand what the next step in your journey looks like.
Career BFF is someone who is a mentor, a friend, and really just shows you around the workplace.
Career BFF, what it means to me is someone that tells you the good, the bad, the ugly, no matter what, to make sure you are out there doing your best.
Career BFF is someone who's going to support you, and so if they need to help you with mentoring or coaching or introducing you around, and they want to see you grow, that's your Career BFF.
Career BFF to me is someone who journeys with you, someone who understands they've been there and they can help you walk through the exact thing that you're going through. So to me, a Career BFF is Anna Morgan.
All right, well, some of us have had an amazing time, maybe a little sleep deprived, but that's a wrap on RecFest 25. We hope to see you back next year. Peace out.